So believe it or not, iPhones actually have a chance of actually getting a little bit cheaper. So essentially what's going on is, in America, iPhones, the iPhone 15s have been selling very, very well. Well, not as well as you'd probably think, but iPhones in general sell very, very well in this country. But in other countries, they actually don't sell insanely well. Worldwide, internationally, I think the iPhone last year was like the number one selling phone of all time. But in particular areas across the world, specifically in China, it looks like the iPhone 15 isn't really selling insanely well. And Apple knows this, and they want to go ahead and fix this particular problem. So what they actually ended up doing, which is unprecedented for Apple to do, we usually don't see Apple doing things like this. They actually went through and offered some sort of, like a discount if you're going to go ahead and buy a particular iPhone. So essentially, a lot of people mentioned, Apple's offering a rare discount to its iPhones in China. And basically they're cutting back the prices of these iPhones in the brand new market by basically $70 is what they're doing. Now that's actually pretty insane because they're cutting these prices, some of them up by 5%, which is actually pretty insane. And these aren't like third-party sellers. These aren't like, different cell providers sign them. This is literally, if you go to apple.com and those particular websites in those areas, they will be slashing those prices off by a little bit. And this is happening from now until mid-February. Now, usually when Apple goes through and sells these iPhones, they usually, at least in the places I've seen, they've never really done any sort of deals for the most part. Sometimes these cell providers do. So if you buy a phone through a cell provider, they will subsidize it and they'll basically, give you a little bit of a discount. Most of the time, I've never seen any sort of deal from Apple in terms of the money coming down. It's usually, hey, if you buy this product, we'll throw in the pair of AirPods or something like that. And usually they don't even do that with iPhones. They usually do that with like iPads or MacBooks. So it's actually pretty insane that we're getting that type of capability and we're getting these types of things happening for these iPhones in different areas. So I think this is a good thing. I think Apple's doing a really good thing by trying to get as many iPhones in people's hands in different countries. And I think that's a very important thing for them to do, because if you're a shareholder of Apple, you probably want that stock to go up. So that's a very, very important thing. And hopefully that price ends up going up, because then you can probably get a little bit more money from your stock if you own some. But regardless, it's pretty insane. I'm very curious to see what ends up happening in the future with these particular devices. But in terms of that, this is definitely a really good thing if you're in those countries and you wanted to get an iPhone, you can now possibly get one at a cheaper price tag. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.